Welcome to the experiment. First of all, I would like to thank you all for participating in the experiment of Experimental and Behavioral Economics program. We will begin our experiment shortly. If you are ready, please press start to begin our experiment. Please follow along as I read through the instructions. If you have a question, please raise your hand and I will come to answer your question privately. This experiment involves lottery games, determining a choice of 6 possible outcomes. The game has been set up on your computer. Towards the end of the experiment, you will make a decision that involves a lottery and gambling. This experiment has 2 parts. The first part is practicing and a trial period to check up on your understanding, while part 2 consists of 18 different rounds. Your earning will depend on the outcome of your decision in part 2. Please click continue. In part 1, a trial round is a sample round that will give you the opportunity to learn as much as you can about the lottery process. Each lottery contains 6 faces of dice with 6 different possible outcomes in the lottery. At the end of the session, you will randomly select 2 lottery and decide to play or not. You will be asked to roll a dice, and whichever face it lands on, you will receive the corresponding amount from the lottery, or you can decide not to play a lottery and receive a fixed amount of a Great Britain pound corresponding to amount shown on the decision sheet at the end of the session. Now please click continue. At the start of the experiment, you will be presented with a sequential revelation of the dice face and 6 possible outcomes. The amount corresponding to the dice will show up for only 2 seconds and disappear following by the next outcome. The process will repeat for 6 times for one lottery. In each round, the value of each amount on the lottery is revealed. At the end of part 1, you will have seen the value of 6 different outcomes. You will be asked to evaluate your payment in the record sheet. It is important that you pay attention to the video and try to memorize all the outcome of the lottery. The record sheet will be provided along with the instruction sheet. There are 41 questions for you to answer. So, here's the decision sheet containing the set of questions you will have to answer. You will have to circle the lottery up until the amount that you wish to receive the cash. After you switch from the lottery to cash, you may not deviate back to the lottery again. Please click continue. In part 2 of the experiment, there are in total of 18 different lotteries, and you will have to evaluate 18 of them in the record sheet. Raise your hand before the start of the experiment if you have any issue. There will be no break during the experiment. Part 2 of the session involves 18 periods, in which you have to evaluate 18 lottery one at a time until the final lotteries has been reviewed. I will now describe the computer screens you will encounter in each round. At the start of each round, your computer will display the lottery number, following by the dice. If you have any question, please raise your hand, and assistant will come over to answer. If not, you may start a sample round to practice the actual experiment. Please click continue. You have to pay close attention to the data shown on the screen. There will be 6 values appear one after another for 2 seconds. The values shown on the screen represent the dice and the chance of the lottery. If the dice lands on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, You will receive the corresponding amount in Great Britain pound as shown as on the right hand side of the screen. After you've seen all the possible outcome, you have to click on the decision sheet to measure your willingness to pay on the lottery. Say, if the price of the lottery is 1, you will choose 1. Keep the lottery or get £1. There are in total of 41 questions you have to click on. If there's a question and answer, you can proceed to the next page. You have only 45 seconds to answer the questions. If you're ready to begin the experiment, please click continue. There will be the countdown of 3, 2, 1 before each value is shown. The questions ask for if the price offer is £0, you have to ask yourself whether are you going to keep the lottery or exchange it for the corresponding amount. If you feel that this lottery is worth more than £0, then you have to choose to keep the lottery. Then you have to click on until you feel that the corresponding amount offer is greater than or equal to the lottery as given. In this case, I personally feel that this lottery is worth about £3.25. So I'm going to click choosing lottery, which is left button, until £3.25 onwards. Please note that once you found a switching point, any value above the minimum amount you choose to exchange the lottery is not necessary to read or think through. Hence, it would be the best for you to think thoroughly of the switching point. Once you fill out the decision sheet, please click continue to move on to the next lottery. You will be asked to value 18 different lottery in a session. Note that each value will be shown on the screen for only 2 seconds, one after another. So please keep in mind to track all of the value of each lottery to fill out the decision sheet. Please note that this is the last chance of answering questions. Please raise your hand if you have any questions. The staff will assist you immediately. Otherwise, we will begin our actual experiment. Remember that there are only 18 lotteries to value. If you're ready, please click continue to start the experiment. You may not stop until the experiment is finished. Good luck.